thing I'm very bad at is working to the edge of the painting. I find edges really difficult in that I naturally feel like I want everything to come out from the middle, and then the edges feel like a very arbitrary place to me, like this shouldn't stop anywhere, but it has to stop here. And this, I think, makes me an inexperienced painter. I think a good painter would have a feel for that already. But the nice thing about this is I don't feel like I need to be a good painter. Like, I understand what I want to achieve, what I want to accomplish. And I think, like, when I was younger, it would have been really important for me to feel like I've done something. I don't know what the word is. I think there should be a word for like having ambition, but that's not quite right. It's like a desire for, like a hunger for quality that's tied up in your ego. That's what I want to say. And now I feel like I want this to be one plain sweep, but I've done two. Never mind. Now I feel like there are just things that I've learned, and if I act in a certain way, they'll be made real. But really they're kind of less about me, if that makes sense. Like, nobody's going to go out and, buy a piece of work by me, but and I think as a younger person, like, I would want that external appreciation, but it's something that I don't crave so much anymore, and I really become aware of how that can become a hindrance. So, I'm not a good painter. You're not going to see my work in an auction anytime soon. But I also have learned things, and I feel the urge to put those things into practice. And I kind of want to be just in harmony with that knowledge, I think is the best way I can put it. And to be physically in harmony with it. And the only way you can do that is to do. There's no thinking, unless you're a philosopher, in which case you can be in harmony by just thinking. But I'm not really a philosopher. So at the moment I'm just feeling out where I want these colours to go, and how I want these kind of mixes as we go from a period of just having blocks to those blocks beginning to interact with each other, how I want them to interact and how I want that to come about. And I'm really agonising over this portion here. I think I want like some kind of... No. You'll notice I'm working in a terrible light. And I've always done this to a point. When I was younger, I used to paint in my bedroom, and I just find the stillness that you get later at night to be a better atmosphere to paint in than the busyness and the noise that you get during the day. When you're working at night, you don't have much light. And I think about Monet, and when he got older, his eyesight was fading. And he used to say that, in a sense it was better. And I think there's probably a bit of a cliche story in there that people love to talk about, composers whose hearing went and artists whose eyesight went. But for me, it's just that mental peace that comes from the evening is more important than the good light. And I think at this stage, like, I really want the blocks of colour, and I just want to be able to feel that out. And I think if I have too much light, you can get caught up in the details, you can overthink things. And I think it just makes it a little bit easier when the light is a little bit worse, but the time is a little bit more peaceful. I don't know, it's just a balance that feels like it works for me.